area. Of East-West Road. And House of Representatives wades into allegation of results forgery, directs JAMB to stay action. Hello, good morning. It's nice to have you join us on the news. My name is Evelyn Badu Ekpo with details of the news. In his avowed commitment to ensure enhanced livelihood of the people, especially in the rural communities, Governor Moeno has flagged off the construction of 11 kilometers Oworita Nunko Ekere Road in Insidibom local government area. Kelvin Samuel reports that the project is on the Rural Access Agricultural Marketing Project.
Agricultural produce as it opens up rural communities to the outside world for patronage. It was therefore not surprising to see the level of joy on the faces of the people of Ibesikwa Sultan and Insidibom local government areas, knowing what they stand to gain from the construction of the 11 kilometers road connecting Oworuta, Nuekere, Afaudeyob to Edibom 1 in the two local government areas. A gesture the people describe as heartwarming.
In the history of this local government, it has never happened like that before. We will not want to take that for granted. We want to thank you for what you have done. I equally want to assure you, as the good people of Insidibom local government, we will support your government. We will support the contractor. We will support one bank to make sure this road is delivered in 12-month contract term.
This is indeed a reality of the popular saying that when the righteous is on the throne, the people will rejoice. As you can see, the Insidibom people are all happy and are rejoicing for this that you have done for us.
Your Excellency, I want to thank you very much for taking over this project at this important time and ensuring that we move into the physical implementation of two major components, the road construction and the agro-logistic hubs.
Governor Moeno, while appreciating the people for their support during the election, assures of more life-touching projects in the area.
We commit to ensuring that we keep to our social contract with you, and will ensure that by the grace of God, we will do our very best to implement the programs as encapsulated in our rights agenda.
The project is to be completed and delivered within 12 months. From Insidibom local government area of Akwa Ibom State, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State Deputy Governor Senator Akone Yaganyi is advocating peaceful coexistence, love and care between host communities and persons displaced by way of natural disasters in the state. The state's deputy governor made this call during a stakeholders meeting between community leaders and refugees held in Oran local government area. Kelvin Samuel again reports.
Addressing the people, the deputy governor, represented by the permanent secretary office of the deputy governor, Grace Jim, notes that the meeting is one of the several efforts adopted to promote understanding and peaceful coexistence between host communities and persons with concerns to ensure their well-being and safeguard their dignity despite the situation that forced them out of their various homes. She charged them to avoid any form of misunderstanding that could lead to armed conflicts.
Your rights agenda is for you and myself. So if you live peacefully where you are, you will not be left out. So if you love yourself, you just have to be where you are. You develop, learn a skill, develop yourself and your family. Yourself, your family, the community that you are dwelling in, the states and the country at large.
Other stakeholders speak on their readiness to accommodate one another while appreciating government for various support and interventions they have so far enjoyed.
Giving a woman or even throwing a woman to property outside, I'm bringing it because it's the law of the land. You don't do that. The first law is there to correct you.
If they do mistakes by any standards, because human beings are bound to make mistakes, please correct them with love and care. You see, just like your child does something wrong, The way and manner you talk to him will make him to correct himself or to continue with that thing.
When we talk about free education, we are refugees. It's not easy for our children to have uniform, books. Some of them are even living far to train to the school premises. So they don't have books, they don't have new sandals. Some of them train with slippers. So it's not easy with us, our children.
The event featured presentation of papers on peaceful coexistence between refugees and host communities, fundamental human rights of refugees, and orientation on constitutional requirements of the law of the land. In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
The Senate has set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the consistent failure of government to complete the East-West Road since 2006. The upper chamber set up this committee considering a motion sponsored by Senator Barinada Mpigi on the urgent need for the construction of the One element axis of the East-West Road. The Senate further directed the ad hoc committee to invite the Group Chief Executive Officer of NNPC Limited, the Managing Director of RSBOY, out of the 8 reported cases. Cecilia Julius reports that the administration made the confirmation at a press briefing held in Abuja.
The Director, FCT Public Health Department, Sadiq Abdurrahman, who made the announcement, said information available confirmed that the disease was imported from neighboring Niger State. He disclosed that 2 weeks ago, the department was alerted to a possible outbreak of the disease in Dede, with 8 suspected cases reported.
Last 2 weeks, we got alert from our community within the FCT. About 8 cases, suspected cases, which triggered our team to pick some samples. These samples were taken to our National Reference Laboratory, Gadua, under NCDC, and as at Friday afternoon, these results came out. Out of the 8, 1 came out positive. And prelude to that, about 4 cases had died before the result came out.
The Executive Secretary, Primary Healthcare Board, Ishak Vatsa, said diphtheria is caused by bacteria with its signs, which include fever, running nose, difficulty in breathing, and can be transmitted through sneezing, droplets, coughing, and contact with a contaminated person or item.
Diphtheria is a preventable disease. The vaccine is available, is potent, very effective, and of course, knowing that in FCT we have not had cases, even though the outbreak started in January. I mean, the FCT administration has really positioned itself to ensure that we don't have a new case.
VATSA therefore advised residents to visit the over 400 vaccine outlets across the country to get vaccinated against the disease. Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
There is more to theatre arts as a course in the university than just dance and drama. Some of these hidden potential were displayed during the opening ceremony of the maiden edition of the Akwa Ibom State University Festival of Performances. Utaba Achibon reports that the event is at the instance of the Performing Arts Department of the university.
Setting the tone for the event, Head of Department Performing Arts Lucy Isayan said the first edition of the Akwa Ibom State University Festival of Performances is a proof of talent, dedication and hard work of both staff and students of the department to ensure the event is a memorable one.
We felt to mark the 10th anniversary of the department, we should move ahead from normal performances to a festival whereby we celebrate what we've done so far.
I think I want to see in the next 5-6 years to see our stars in the Nollywood industry. We will encourage you to make sure that you are there.
For the keynote speaker who spoke on the theme Akwa Ibom Indigenous Arts and the Global Market Space, Nigerian universities need to improve in the areas of manpower, machineries and others to meet up the standard and attract international presence as the global market space is a place of hyper competition.
We want to have a university that will make a name beyond the borders of Nigeria. That will inform on the personnel you put in place. That will inform on the studio you put in place. That will inform on the grounds you put in place. I mean, it just has to meet the basic minimum standard.
It was then time to set creativity in motion through the narrative Patterns in the Rain. The events continue to unfold. Ballad, exhibition and goodwill messages spiced the event. And for the participating students, the maiden edition of the Akwa Ibom State University Festival is the best ever.
I've established departments of theatre arts in this country. I've established faculties of arts. What I saw today is incomparable.
It's the first of its kind, and I'm very happy about it. It has encouraged our culture.
Patterns in the Rain, it talks about all the agony that people go through in life, the suffering, the bribery and corruption and all of that. Now it talks about this boy. The boy now leaves his house to go and hustle. Now he doesn't really realize that the city is not what it seems to be.
Usually we have this just your department, your class, and that's all. But for the fact that they had to bring it and make it as a festival, it's nice and I like that.
From Obiokpa, Abak local government area, Utabe, Achibong, NTA News.
And on religious matters, Christians have been reminded on the need to take refuge in Christ as the only secured hiding place for mankind. Pastor Emmanuel Ekpo gave the reminder at a solemn assembly by the University of Uyo to hand over the university community and its academic activities to God. The report.
The solemn assembly with the theme, A Secure Hiding Place, was well attended by the Vice Chancellor and his management team, staff and students of the institution. Setting the tone, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Yaudon Dayo, says the university has been experiencing unwholesome happenings, including untimely death, hence the need to seek the face of God and hand over everything to Him in prayer.
We have had and recorded and still recording untimely deaths amongst us. And I know that that is not the will of Almighty God. We are supposed to work and after retirement go and have rest and enjoy the fruits of our own labor. The reason is that we are here to cry unto the Lord, our helper, to throw our burden on Him and ask Him, as the only helper, sustaining helper, to come and help us.
In his message, Pastor Emmanuel Ekpo stressed the need for Christians to take refuge in Christ as a secured hiding place instead of joining fraternities for protection.
A man shall be as an hiding place. He will hide from the dangerous. He will hide us from the one, the weak. And that man, if you look at the Matthew chapter 23 verse 1, is qualified to be who? our Master and our Lord, Jesus Christ.
The Solemn Assembly also witnessed different prayer points for the overall interest of the institution. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
And to end the news, a recap of the major highlights. Governor Moeno has flagged off construction of 11 kilometers road in Insidibom local government area. Senate has ordered the probe of non-completion of the East-West Road. And you also heard in the news that House of Representatives has waded into allegation of result forgery and has directed JAMB to stay action. Many thanks for watching. You can be a star by joining NTA's campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Agnes Okure is standing by for the news translation.
Akabukara State nyin etu moino abere utemu bobuson ken nsribum. Ufa utemu bombet akiden nyin Senate ateki yemidiyo sinam utemu bobuson East West rotori wam fonemi. Ufa utemu ke House of Representatives atamma rongfana adaibo ke my brand udioyo ki borudomo atagabo yak ufa utem jam amide makamadiun. Ukang nyene mesero mboya igopsi ba ke mbongfan itangami ko mbongfan ke moro ko biko awara ke Star Times YouTube ko Facebook ke dinam no unwa kamba akamukara state nyin akenamma aboku kari moya na mwemene membono wo akparakpan ke mission irong nyin akamukara state nyin itu moino abere aruna mutemu bobusong ake guruta no kwekere abaga kenko ukara nsribum etegusun edigi bob mi ayanyo asam kilomita robo Kenya etangboke mposre kukpe ekoto theater arts akanadibo kese brembre koro une gikpo eteke mebroti mpo sido ngoke setangami ama wo woridem na nke namma arinam ariben wat mempo mi kekpa arudam amoy ke tumo edi ngokete Akwa Ibom State University Festival of Performances akombong yinutebe chibong ama baro yaiko bitonye
Bare tongo adunamado ansido ekamba akamando tumutum ke ikpere ukpemwet ekuru performing arts ke ufongwet ntafionye ke stedemi ada ke abiokpa Lucy Seyen ama tangabo ke mpo esoketum usene mimi akene danga mendi kpe nkorondi to fongweto ene keseningwe enangutum baatodo usenemi awoda uyayu ya danga nyebami awo kedo panisene wodo ake anogo ukpe mpo ke wodi ko ebuwo me inie astedemi danga moy kpe ba ukemukem ye danga me unado enangampo anye mabo ke mensionsio ufongwet ntaifyo anante emane dapidem ketange banga mbono wo ebanga kedo ye mempodo moy kamake na mutumba atoro moy kanekeda ukemukem ye danga me unado kitie enangampo da mi se daga mi awi breke mbre ado make kuenge ito fongwet emaben mensionsio adunam ewot atoke mbok amoy kodoki kombakara patterns in the rain mensionsio mbre amasoko kaiso aworidem kero make kwengenko emanam mensionsio mpo nkoro menti eto baatoro edianu yai enoru namadu ni to fong wele ke wana ke kidu namaro e mai bo ke akpa utom kontumo dati tie ku fong wen mo nku ke ataiti amimo ikaterum ke obiokpa abak pe achibo akombo entie
eba ne to ye mekpono basi ebo yagesro nyi ni de memmo ke Christ atitie urba mo ku wem aro kwori ko pastor ibadu elekpo akeda mana ntoyomi kerunam ake Solemn Assembly akufong wet yunuyo ake tumo adi yaksi be kufong werero frefat no abasika kam akombo nyin Wisdom Jacob ake baro ya ikobito yin oyo
mbono kamado iwori ko kodo etitie udbe akodo se atubo fong wenta ifiodo membunu tumo menamu tumo koroni to fong wet eke kene wana yo kini ake bere kan nutumo do tumo fong wenta ifioyo ata ifion ya don da yo amata ngabo ke men son siompo atepe kan wo fong wero koro mbono wori panga kini mikpina antepa dien